Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. And we have a very special day today. You know why? This is a very special holiday for NWA. It's Future Endeavor Day. That's right. We are going to look at this sinking Titanic of a wrestling promotion that we are hemorrhaging money from and figure out what we can do to try to turn it around. Because all of my plans have completely failed. But that's okay. I thought maybe Starrcade would do something for us here, and it's not really giving us the money that we want. We're not really gaining any money, and while we do have a nice cushion of funds, I really want to make sure that we don't spiral out of control. Let's see here. So, we started at, I think, something like $500,000, and we've gone down to $345,000, so not great, and we're not really making any money. In fact, we're kind of at best breaking even, at worst losing money. So something to look at, something for us to kind of explore. So, today's not going to be an episode where we're going to continue our storyline. We have a good sort of cliffhanger moment from our last pay-per-view, but today what we're looking at is how can we get some financials in order for us. I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think what this really is going to be, like I said, is a Future Endeavor Day, which is we're going to be looking at some of this bloated, roster here and seeing if maybe we can trim it down a little bit. We're not using people, which means that we're not really, we're basically wasting money for some of these people. So some of these people, unfortunately, are going to have to go. Some people I like, and I just don't think we have a place for right now. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we do need a certain amount of wrestlers, even though I feel like we're not really using as many as we should. Some of that has to do with just their other contracts. If we look here in our schedule, some of the problem has been open calendar here. All these X's mean there are people with scheduling conflicts, because unfortunately we are not big enough, not popular enough, not wealthy enough, not prestigious enough to be the primary, show for a lot of the wrestlers that we signed up. Really, some of the people that are our primaries are really the people we really don't want to put on TV a lot. So, if you look on Monday here, pretty much everybody from New Japan, Marty, Trent, Will, Cody, CJ, out of the question, can't use them. Same thing for Tuesday. Here's Ospreay, Juice, Cody, Marty. A lot of people that are not available. Wednesday, here's all our Ring of Honor boys. They're not available. Here's Thursday. Who's available? Pretty much nobody. Here's Friday. This is where we have our show. So what do we have at our show? Apparently, Marty and Cody are both working at Dragon Gate. So, good luck getting them in here. It's a problem. It's a real big problem, because these are some of the people that we want to have. Remember, Marty was our junior heavyweight champion. And, to reveal a little bit of the curtain behind the storyline, so this is a sort of a non-storyline focused episode. One of the main reasons why I took him off of our belt was really because I couldn't ever really use him for anything. It became very difficult. It was like once a week. Here we go. We got Saturday. Everybody in Ring of Honor is working. Okay, Sunday. Jeremy Borash is running CZW now with DJ Hyde, and guess what? That's my announcer. So now I got to find another announcer. Jeez. So we got to look at trimming some of these people, and it's gonna have to make some hard decisions. We also have to look at what our contracts are. I don't know for certain, but I don't think I can get out of my contract for the TV events right now. But we only have 54 days. I guess I could just stop broadcasting, but I don't know what would happen. I've never really done that before. But it's not really providing us any money. In fact, it's giving us a little bit of a loss. But I think we would lose about 60,000. It seems like, but we're going to just have to stick with it, I think. I don't think there's much of a choice there. But going forward, we might look at just one event, like a 2-hour show. And what we'll do to try to kill the cost of Starrcade is we'll kind of make it like a non-essential show. We're going to have a lot of the developmental guys, or the lower tier people aren't going to cost us a lot of money. Perhaps what we'll do is we'll have, when there are bigger wrestlers on there that are going to cost us a lot of money, we're going to have longer matches that will sustain it. So less people on the show, longer matches, that kind of thing. And that'll probably mitigate some of our losses. And then we'll look at what we can do about where we are financially at that point. But let's go ahead and let's look at our roster and let's see who we're going to cut. Now, might take some losses here because I tried not to give anybody a crazy long, to try not to get them a crazy long contract period because I didn't know how long I was going to use anybody and things like that. So what do we need to do here? So we're a regional, which means we have an ideal roster size, which is 20. We have 42. Now that includes some backstage management people, I'm pretty sure. So we want to be a little bit over that, but clearly I'm wasting money because most of these people are on pay-per appearances, but they do have downsides. Some of them not a lot, but the problem with downsides are it's all adding up to a monthly expenditure, big end of the month, and I think that's eating away on our expenses. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go through the list, and we're going to try to get rid of some people. Now, this is not me not wanting these people or not thinking they're good enough to be on the show. It's just at the time, we're probably not going to use them, and it's going to be worth the loss of getting rid of our contract. So let's see first of all who do we have? So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 main eventers. Is a lot. Who's the most expensive right now? I thought Cody would have been. It's actually Ryback, and then Bobby Lashley, and then Cody. So and then Enzo, and then Raven as a road agent, and then Josephus as a written contract. For some reason, and getting a lot of money for it. Holy crap, dude. We got to talk about that next go. So, we got a lot of money being funneled in here. So I'm probably not going to cut much of the lower end here. I might cut some of the women's division because we're not utilizing some people, though they're so cheap, it's not really worth getting rid of them. But, who do we have here? Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we're going to do. So let's just look at this list and figure out who do I not want here at all? Who am I not using? That's the other thing I want to do. I want to look at, what their costs are, what their popularity is. This, if you guys are following this might not be the episode for you, but it's one that I want to do. I'm a big storyteller in Total Extreme Wrestling. I'm a really big believer in telling interesting stories, and it seems like you guys have been really receptive to that. But just as a warning, I mean, this is a very insider, gameplay technical episode. It's not going to run very long, but if you don't want to watch it, don't worry. I know I haven't been posting some stuff recently. I had a lot of crazy stuff going on in my condominium. A roof fell. So, I had to repair my entire bathroom, and that's been fun. So I've been a little bit away, but I'm going to have at least 2 episodes up this week, one of which is this, and one is a continuation of the story, and we're going to try to have a little bit more consistency going forward. So I apologize for the delay. I'll try to make it up to you guys. But if this show isn't for you, don't worry. Later in the week, we'll have a regular Total Extreme Wrestling NWA episode that will continue the story. This is sort of just a nice behind-the-scenes thing. I know some of you guys like that, and I know I personally like that because I like to deal with it. I feel like you guys are helping me build this show as much as I'm doing it. So I want you guys to kind of see what we're doing. And, hopefully we don't make any mistakes here going forward, but, you guys are all part of it. So I want you guys to see what's going on behind the scenes. I don't want to just constantly be showing you shows. So, we'll be doing some of these probably once a month. We'll do a little insider, behind the scenes, behind the curtain episode. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. We'll do some dirt sheets or something. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I want to look at their popularity. I want to look at their popularity growth that they've had in here, and I want to look at their employment and how much they're costing. So for, let's see, their paper appearance, $250. Like Ashley Vox, I haven't really used, but so cheap, why not keep her? Bobby Lashley, here's one I'm going to say. I haven't really used him as much as I thought I was going to use him, and I don't know if I need him anymore. I hate to say that. I love Bobby Lashley, but like, what if we just got rid of him? Not cost you anything, so it's not going to cost me anything, but it's going to make Colt Cabana upset. I don't want to make him upset. No, I'm going to terminate him. Bye. All right, Bobby Lashley, you have a place in my heart, but right now you don't have a place on my roster. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to make some other hard decisions. Let's go down the list here. Bull James, you know what? Well, how much are you costing me? $440 per show, downside $300. Like, I'm not using him a lot, but honestly, I might use him more. Because I think there's value in him. I think we could develop him. What's his popularity at? 22, not horrible. How do I track? Let me go back out of here. I want to see. No, is it in here? I want to see how I can find his growth. I want to see where he started with us. Wish this was live because someone would be able to tell me this right away, and I'm not going to fumble around like a freaking idiot. Oh, jeez. I don't remember how. But I kind of want to see Bull James, contract push, bulky heavyweight. I don't remember how to look at his popularity. But 22 is not bad. We'll just look at this and we'll see. I'm going to say that's not bad for what we're looking for. I'm going to keep Candice. How much you costing me? Not a lot. And I love you. So, and you could easily be great for us. 40. I really wish, honestly, when I set this up, I did intergendered because I hate the idea of a women's division. But honestly, I set it up as though, how I viewed Billy Corgan would set up a new NWA. And honestly, he seems very much of an old school traditionalist when it comes to shows. Very much of like a territorial mind, and I can't imagine him being down for intergender wrestling because I don't think he would find it believable. So as much as I would love to do it, because I don't care, because it's wrestling, and wrestling's fun and fantasy and interesting, and why not have everyone fight each other, and it would only be better. And I want to see Asuka fight Brock Lesnar. Why not? I don't think he would have done that. So, but I think Candice has a place. Chris Dickinson's cost me like nothing, I think. $380 per show. We'll go back to him. I don't really think I'm going to use him that much, but maybe a little bit later. 23, actually. It's kind of popular. I'll hold on to him. Chuck Taylor. Cost me a lot of money, dude. Cost me a lot of money. 3-year length. How much would that cost me? Oh, boy, Sammy would love that. I don't know. Let's hold off on that. I love Chuck Taylor, but I also, you know what? No, he could be one of our top stars going forward. I love Chuck Taylor, and 1,400 is a lot per appearance, but the downside is not horrible. Let's keep him. CJ Juice Robinson, no problem. Well, it's got to get rid of that tag team. So, pretty popular. Seems, like a strong choice here. And he does have some availability issues, but not necessarily the days we really care. So we can keep him. Cody, we're going to keep, but we don't have him for a long time. I think I only have him. He's costing a lot of money, a lot of downside, but we only have a 3-month length because we really don't know how long we're going to have him. And what we're going to do with him. We're going to do something short with him for a while. If we decide to do more with him later, we'll bring him back in. Obviously, his popularity's off the charts, so we could use him as the bump, but we're definitely going to do him with the PWG show. We're definitely going to do some stuff with title with him for a little bit. But we're not going to do a lot with him, and then we're going to keep small contracts because his employment, he's not working on a lot of shows. This can become difficult for us. Colt Cabana, I'm spending a lot of money on you, and I haven't really used you. I think. Oh, it's tough. I don't think I have a space for you right now, Colt. Colt Cabana. I'm sorry, but I wish you best in your future endeavors. Boom. Gone. Dalton Castle. $840 per show. But I think he was very difficult to have work anywhere. Let's see. God. So we're looking at Fridays, we're looking at Sundays. It's really the days that we're really looking at, and he seems fine. I think Dalton can stay. TJ Hyde, I'm gonna get rid of you. I have nothing for you right now. I have other jobbers, and I don't need you. Sorry. Bye. Boom. Okay, that was easy. Tejano Jr. I don't know. I thought I was going to use you. I'm spending so much money on you. How much am I spending? $900 per month. How many times have I used you? Like once, and you weren't even popular. People don't even like you when I'll put you on here. Nah, get rid of them. I gotta trim this fat right now. I can always bring you in later. Okay. Elliot Russell. Not really using you for much, but you could be a jobber. Got a year contract. You're only $225. I think we can keep you because we do need some lower end people. Enzo. It's not costing us an insane amount, but hugely popular, and we're definitely doing things with him. We're going to keep James Storm. I feel like I haven't used him for a bunch of shows. In fact, one of the pay-per-views, I think I just threw him on there so he wouldn't be annoyed. So we can get rid of him. We'll always bring him back later. Jeremy Borash is my color commentator. Might have to get rid of him because he can't work the days that I need him. We'll look at it. We'll come back. Jimmy Jacobs we'll keep. Josephus we'll keep. Skyler, haven't really used that much. 400 downside. We'll go back to this, but I don't want to kill all my jobbers. We're down to 37. We still need to trim some out. Your old personality. We're wasting money on you. I think you're from the Championship Wrestling days. Bye. See ya. Haggis. Spend a lot of money for an enhancement talent. Get rid of him. Sorry, dude. Gotta trim that fat anywhere we can. You're not very popular. You're an enhancement talent. We don't really need you. Bye. Caitlin. I feel like we can get rid of her. Bye. Anyone mad? No. Okay. Marty Scurll. A little Cholo I'm going to keep, but Marty Scurll. Dude, you don't work any of the days I need you to. So I feel like I need to get rid of you. You don't cost a lot, but I just need you. Mike Verna's fine. Nick Aldis, obviously, we're going to keep. He's fine. Rachel Ellering is fine. Raven's fine. Rex Lawless is fine. Ricky Reyes is fine. Rory Gulak, we haven't really used much. I don't think he had any issues with time. Ryback, we're going to use still, but I'm not opposed to getting rid of him when the time comes. Very popular, but we still have some story stuff we need to do with him. All right, Nemeth, we haven't really used, but he costs very little, and he's one of the ones we want to develop. So we might start focusing on some of these guys for our show. Sammy, we're going to keep. Santella Garrett. Wow, I'm butchering names. Santera Garrett, we can keep. Serena Deeb. We'll have to look at that. So I brought him in, but I don't think we've used Simon Gotch yet. I would like to. How much are we paying for him? It's $850 with a $750 downside. decent popularity, decent skills. I think we'll keep him. Again, like we haven't really used Bad News Barrett at all, and I don't really see him in any storylines anytime soon. So let's cut to chaff, because we can always bring these people back in. They're not going to be that mad. Ryback, I'm sorry, but you're going to be mad. That's fine. So Ryback's going to be pissy now because we let him go. I know. Here, have a bonus. $2,000 bonus. Does that make you happy? No, you're still annoyed, but that's fine. We'll deal with it. We'll get back to it. Okay, let's go back to where we were. So Tennille Dashwood, it's fine, doing well, popular. Tim Storm costs surprisingly a lot for his popularity, but I mean, we still have plans with him, and I think we could have a lot that we can do with them. And I don't want to just. One of the things too is I don't want to completely remove. I mean, we don't have a lot of original like NWA from Championship Wrestling NWA show people anymore. So I don't want to get rid of Nick. I don't want to get rid of Tim. We're gonna keep them. We've been introducing some people that I'm calling legacy people, so people that have relations. Like that's one of the reasons why I brought Simon Grimm in that we haven't really used yet, because his time with Harley Race, I think we're going to do some stuff with him. We haven't had him actually premiere yet, I don't think, but we're gonna do some stuff with him. Chuck and Trent, I'm gonna keep Trent, even though I don't think his appearances are there, but like we can always break them up as a tag team. We could do some other stuff. But if I have Chuck, I'm going to keep Trent. Tristan Archer. So Tristan Archer, I haven't really used, and he has a language barrier, and I think we're just going to release him. Tyler Bate, we'll keep. Will Ospreay, I haven't used you that much yet either. And I just wonder, where are we at on our roster right now? We're at 32. We're still over where we need to be. But I want some people still here. Well, let's see. He's in our junior division. Let's see what we have for our junior division is really the question here. Okay. So, how many people are really in our junior division? Not a lot. I mean, that's also one of the problems, is that maybe we have too many belts, but I like the idea of having sort of a junior card. But we got people that can jump in. Dalton's in our junior. Will Ospreay's in our junior. Tyler's in our junior. Rory Gulak's in our junior. And we got a couple in tag. So we got about the same as we do in our tag division. So I think that's fine. I don't see a problem with that at all. And then how many we have in our women's division? That's the other question, is do we have overrepresentation for how many shows we're putting on? I think we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I'm going to get rid of Serena Deeb, because I have 2 heels, Ashley Vox and Rachel Ellering. Tennille's a face that we're going to probably turn heel, so we kind of want Santana Garrett and Candice remain faces and kind of fight for the championship. So let's get rid of Santana Garrett for now. Or no, I want to get rid of Serena Deeb, I think. Who's better? Who's more popular right now? So who costs more? They're almost the same. Who's better in the ring? Okay. Strong versus very strong. So we're going to get rid of Santana Garrett. Nothing personal. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Please. So that's a lot of money right there, I think. The other thing we could look at is bumping our production values down a little bit. Now, the problem is that we have our rivals are, Ring of Honor has minor licensed music, industry standard. I don't know how much this would hurt us if I bumped down. Like if I did live event experience down to $75 per show, how much is it costing me? $20,000 a month plus $5,000. I mean, that's a lot different. Okay, you know what? We're going to make the investment. We're going to just bump down one here to large live event experience. And then broadcast quality, industry standard. What is our broadcast requirements? Production values, semi-pro, broadcast hired pro, and music local. So what would it? So we're getting $20,000 a month in order to maintain broadcast standard. There is no per show fee. Cost me $75,000 per month. That's huge. I think we could take the loss. Boy, tell me in the comments if I just made a huge mistake there. But I don't think, with how few people are actually in the same area, we only have one. Ring of Honor has a professional, I think we're fine, and I think that'll save us a lot of money. I still want to use minor license. I don't want to go entirely down and then get a ton of popularity penalties, but I think we'll be okay there, and I think that's going to change a lot of our financials. So, I mean, I think that's it. I think the future endeavors are done. Looking at this roster here, we've trimmed it from a lot of fat down to 31, so we're still over. We still need a new announcer, maybe, but it depends on when we do pay-per-views going forward. Probably still Sunday, so we probably still need a commentator. Maybe not. Maybe we just have one announcer. Maybe we have a side guy. We'll have to look and see who would work, who would make a lot of sense. But we trimmed almost 12 people off the roster, made it leaner, got rid of the people that we're not using, kept the people that we are. We can always go back if we need them. And then what we're going to do going forward after we change that, we'll run Starrcade a little bit differently, and we'll see if we can turn the financials in order. So I'm going to run the contract out for Starrcade, and we'll see where we are. I still think we can afford a TV show, and I think it will give us a good popularity bump, but we'll see. And of course, we just got done American Dream, so the next pay-per-view will be in 4 weeks, which is NWA versus PWG, which will be bringing some of them over from our alliance. And then we'll start talking about the next pay-per-view going forward after that, after we see what our financials are. All right. Well, that wasn't too bad. It was like a Band-Aid. We ripped it off, and we're okay. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you around.